The Browns have a head coach in Kevin Stefanski, two-time coach of the year, who has decided to pull his starter. His name is Joe Flacco. And Flacco, once upon a time, was the comeback player of the year from his couch to the Cleveland Browns in the Stefanski system, and everything there lit up like a Christmas tree with Deshaun Watson being out for the rest of the season. And the Browns made the playoffs with Joe Flacco as their starter. And it was amazing. There are a number of people who won their fantasy leagues because they decided to take a flyer on Flacco when he first started for the Browns and did well in his first start. And he was unreal. And so when the Browns brought him back for 1 year, $4 million, and then decided to draft not one but two rookies to join Kenny Pickett, who was there, who they acquired from the Philadelphia Eagles almost within a month after he took the victory formation to start a parade in Philadelphia. It's like, okay, it's only a matter of time, one would think, unless Flacco lights it up, that they'll start Pickett or one of the rookies. And as it turned out, Pickett got hurt in training camp. He wound up being traded to the Raiders, where there's so many interceptions being thrown by Geno Smith. There's some conversation in the desert right now about whether maybe Pickett should start there, because there's only one person who's turned it over more in the first 4 weeks of this season than Geno Smith. And his name is Joe Flacco. So, sure enough, as soon as we left the studio here yesterday, getting set to watch all the playoff baseball games on ESPN and the family of networks, Stefanski made a move. And it's Dillon Gabriel starting at quarterback. And we'll see how this one works out, as Dillon Gabriel is now going to be the first quarterback in NFL history to make his first career start in an international game. Yes, he will play in the home of Tottenham before he plays in the home of the Browns or anyone else's home in the NFL. And he's taking on a Vikings team that is only traveling to London from Ireland. And Gabriel knows all about traveling. Central Florida, Oklahoma, Oregon. 6 years in college, so he's gotten some reps. Responsible for the most starts and touchdowns in the history of college football quarterbacking. 63 starts, where he basically turns to Bo Nix and Brock Purdy says, hold my beer. And 189 touchdowns. And in terms of passing touchdowns, he's tied with somebody who's, I think, being brought in as a backup in commercials these days, Case Keenum. 155 passing touchdowns there. So he's gotten some experience. And Stefanski let it be known, some first-team reps during the first month of the season as well. So there's been some writing on the wall internally. This was Kevin Stefanski about making the move.
From the second he's been here, he's been working very hard, very intelligent young man. He's done a nice job throughout practice. And, you know, he's been, this whole season, he's been learning how to get yourself ready and understand the rhythm of an NFL week and what that looks like as a backup. And obviously now feel like he's ready to go in as a starter.
Why now?
Yeah, just my decision where I felt this decision was best for the football team.
Joe slide into the number 2 role?
Yes.
Why did you decide to make Joe the backup and not Shador?
Yeah, Joe's the backup.
And again, that's a question that's not being asked of any coach who's drafted somebody in the 5th round of a draft. Why is Shador not backing up? And we'll have more time to talk about Shador. This is more about what Dillon Gabriel is going to do in the moment, to be honest with you. I know everyone's going to make it about Shador. I know pretty much any other show that's being broadcast and distributed by Disney or ESPN is going to make it about Shador. But this is Dillon Gabriel's gig right now. And it makes sense. Go be Jackson Dart, kid. Because Dart's the only one from that draft class that's won a game so far. Cam Ward is yet to. Maybe Dillon Gabriel could be the second, taking on a Vikings team that will, no doubt, look at this, people would call Tua Jr., right, as potentially fresh meat. We will see what he can do. Quinshon Judkins can help. His rushing attack has come alive. But guess what, Browns fans? You now have a 41st different starting quarterback since reconstituting in 1999. That is way, way deep in first place. The second place team in terms of most starting quarterbacks since 1999 are your Chicago Bears with 30.
Wow. 30. They have an 11 QB league.
That is correct. And who knows, maybe by the end of the year, if Shador gets his shot, a dozen. And this is all about the Browns picking in their way through this year with multiple draft choices next year. And I know nobody in that locker room and certainly in that town wants to already talk about 2026. But is Gabriel going to be the guy? We'll see. If not, do they finally give Shador a shot? We'll see. But it doesn't surprise me that after a 1-3 start with the way everything's looked on offense and the fact that Flacco threw another couple of interceptions last week, that he makes a move like this because he reads the room and he has a gut and feel and he makes a move. Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.